Silver price is on the rise once again. We are now above $47 an ounce. And Gold Silver HQ posted on X today, $50 silver this week looks like a real possibility. With silver nearing its highest price ever, the question becomes, should you still be buying it right now? Let's get into it.
The worst day on Wall Street since the crash of 1987.
We're now down 43%.
This could be the most serious recession in decades.
Protect your retirement with gold and silver IRAs. Learn more at sdbullion.com/IRA. Thank you so much for watching. I do sincerely appreciate it. Take a look at silver. It's sitting at $47.17 an ounce. It's up about $1 today, just over 2%. We are nearing that all-time high for silver. I'm going to talk about exactly what that is in a second, but first, take a look at gold. Gold is absolutely crushing it right now. It has broken through its all-time high, and it's now at $3,843 an ounce. It's up $75, just over 2% on the day. So gold and silver are both soaring as the dollar continues to get weaker. Here you can see the USDX is falling, which is massively bullish for precious metals, but let's get to that silver all-time high. Many of you know silver spot price has almost hit $50 an ounce twice before in the past. The first was in 1980, the second time was in 2011, and you can see here the highest it has ever been, $49.45 an ounce, and I actually put together a little chart to better show what silver has done. So we have that record on January 18, 1980 of $49.45. That's the highest daily close for silver. However, during trading that day, silver did go as high as $49.95 briefly. So that's the highest intraday price for silver. And then for comparison, on April 28th, 2011, silver closed at $48.58, and the highest intraday trading was $49.50. So as you can see, silver spot price has never gone over $50 an ounce. However, when we look at futures prices for silver, I found this chart here. So it talks about the highest intraday pricing for the COMEX. And again, we're talking about futures prices, not silver spot price, but they have it at $50.35 or $50.36, depending on how it was reported. And then CBOT, or Chicago intraday high, was actually $52.50. So that's the highest number I've ever seen for silver price, but again, we're talking about futures, not spot price. All that to say, the record number that we're looking at is $49.45 per ounce. If silver could close above that number, we will be at a new all-time high. One other thing I want to point out is the annual average price for silver. So back in 1980, it was $19.48 an ounce. Silver went up to almost 50, but it went down just as fast. And then in 2011, the annual average price was $35.56 an ounce. And look what it is for 2025. $35.48. So if we could just stay at above $40 through the end of the year, certainly we're going to set a new annual average price all-time high for silver. I think that is inevitable. But will we see $50 silver this week? I mean, won't there be some massive resistance when silver price gets near that number? Josh Phair the CEO of the Scottsdale Mint, tackles this very question, and he had something very insightful to say.
Feels like we got above the $40 mark, and now it's just in runaway mode. So here we are now, just over 45, approaching 46, flirted almost 46 and a half roughly. There's not much in the way. I'm going to go with the 48 to 52 number. 50 is your old historic high, but not inflation adjusted. So I think we could see some turbulence in there. There's not a lot of resistance beyond that. So really outside of a major market event that would cause a sell-off, we're almost in free mode, which is just, who knows how high this thing could really get. I think long term, we are going to see triple digits. It's simple math. Gold is just going to continue to crank for the next number of years. My personal take, this is not going to be an overnight deal. It's not just going to be a quick thing. This is going to be a journey. So volatility will increase. There's no doubt. But when the wind's at your back, there's not too much to be afraid of. I think a lot of people are trying to figure out, have I missed the boat? Feels like if I had to put a baseball game on it, we're somewhere in the third, maybe the fourth inning, but still feels like the third inning. There's a lot more to come, a lot more upside. So when you can find the right investments, be in the right assets, and the wind's at your back, you're not really too much worried about what happens month to month. It's more the big picture of where things are happening.
Some of the key takeaways were that resistance would be between $48 and $52 an ounce. Also that he thinks silver could go to triple digits, and long term, we're only in the third or fourth inning of this baseball game here. So a lot more room for silver to go. Remember, when you adjust for inflation, and this is using the government's current CPI metrics, the all-time high for silver is $146.91 an ounce. That's going back to the high that silver hit in January of 1980. If you go to the 2011 high, then you've got a price of $70.15. So adjusted for inflation, silver is nowhere near its all-time high or even the 2011 high. So silver could just be getting started. If we take a look at what gold has done, maybe we could figure out what silver is going to do, because remember, gold leads and silver follows. So the all-time nominal high for gold before COVID was right around $1,900 an ounce, and then about 5 years ago, gold cracked a new all-time high, and since then, gold has basically doubled its previous all-time high, so going from 1900 to 3800. So if silver is about to hit a new all-time high, perhaps it's going to double in the next 5 years. And is it too late to be buying precious metals? I certainly don't think so. As Josh Phair suggested, we are just in the third inning. So when it comes to buying silver versus gold, I definitely prefer silver over gold. This is the gold-silver ratio. You could see the last close was 81.64. My strategy has always been the same. If the gold-silver ratio is above 80, then I favor silver. I think silver is a better purchase. If the gold-silver ratio is between 60 and 80, then I like a combination of gold and silver. And if it goes below 60, then I would prefer gold. So right now, I think silver is a better buy based on the GSR, but we will have to see what the future holds. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next one. Silver Dragons out.